Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Alice and the Rabbit Porch Sessions, featuring me, your guest host, Professor Furry Face.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Sit down.
Yeah,
Sit on down. I don't care.
love you, Furry Face.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
On tonight's porch session, the weather did not permit us to be on the porch, so we are taking it inside into the studio. And we have a very special guest from a very special band, Alice and the Rabbit. Everybody welcome the Rabbit! The Rabbit, everyone!
Yeah.
The Rabbit!
All right. Yeah.
Hello!
Hey.
So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming to this porch session that is in the studio.
It's a pleasure to see you, Furry Face.
Oh, thanks so much. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some questions for you.
Awesome.
First off, why don't you tell me about how your band, Alice and the Rabbit, came to be?
All right. Well, me and Alice, we've actually been playing together for about 12 years.
Great.
Oh, super great. And originally we were in a band called Capital Metro.
Oh.
Yeah, and we kind of got a little sidetracked because some things happened and some developmental things.
Life.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, oh yeah. And so we kind of started writing these songs together on the porch and played a show on Halloween at my place where I work at because they have a stage there. We were coincidentally dressed like I was the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland and she was Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, how sweet!
Oh yeah, super sweet. And it just kind of grew from that, you know. We were like, oh shit, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic.
Super
Great.
fantastic. Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, all right. Well, for my next question, I hear you have an album coming out.
Sure
Why don't you
do.
go ahead and tell me about it?
Yeah, well, we been doing these open mics and playing little shows and doing these songs, and they started collecting, and they sounded like they really needed a full band behind them. So lucky enough, my father is a professional musician, so he let us use his studio, and we got some really talented musicians on it. Unfortunately, they're not, they're far too talented to have this be their only project. So, they're not going to be able to play with us live or anything like that.
Those bastards.
Oh, no, it's fine. No.
Great.
Yeah, but it's coming together really nicely. It's sounding really beautiful. Really developing the songs in ways that we would have never been able to do on our own. So, it's going to be a great piece of work, and hopefully we can find the band to support it once it's done. We're looking for you guys. You invisible band people.
Well, there you go. If there's anybody out there that's interested.
Yeah, bassist, drummer, and a lead guitarist. We
give
need
them
you.
a shout.
We
Great.
need ya.
Great. Fantastic. Well, I've just got one more question for you. What are you thinking about calling this album?
We're open to suggestions.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we might put a poll out there. Maybe have you guys throw some names for us. Get a little itchy, Furry Face?
Oh, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's all right, yeah. I can't imagine.
Furry Face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were thinking maybe calling it On the Rabbit's Porch.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Super great. But,
that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. But, we're still open to suggestions, psychedelic pentagram, whatever.
Hey, now.
Yeah,
So what you're saying is you would like some input from your fans.
Oh, yeah.
On this album name.
Uh-huh.
On this upcoming album.
Yeah, so
shoot it. Rabbit.
Shoot it. Maybe if you're lucky enough to get the name, we'll give you something.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Hot dog.
Great. Fantastic.
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
so, we all about helping out the fans and shit, hooking them up, getting them involved.
Well,
yeah.
That's very mighty kind of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much, Rabbit. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you, Furry Face.
Such a pleasure having you on the show tonight. We'll see you next time.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you. Well, thank you so
All
much.
right.
I believe that next up, we've got Alice from band of the same name, Alice and the Rabbit. She will be out here in just a moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm back.
Wow, Professor Furry
Oh,
Face!
yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
doing here?
Well, I just wanted to make an appearance on your guys' little, video show.
Thanks for being here. Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody,
porch
Professor Furry
sessions.
Face.
Porch sessions.
All right.
All right, Alice. So I've got some questions for you.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot.
Awesome. So, I just out of curiosity, you're quite the singer. Who are your vocal influences?
Well, Professor Furry Face, thank you for asking such a poignant question. My two biggest vocal influences would be, and I'm just going to put it out there, no explanation, Etta James, self-explanatory, and Robert Plant, because he ever so often goes, babe, 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 babe.
Great. Oh, he sure does. Oh,
Yeah,
he sure does.
That he does.
Yeah.
He also tells you to keep it coolin',
Mm-hmm. Great.
which I like to do a lot.
Great. Oh, yeah.
I like to keep it coolin'.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm really, really glad to hear that.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful thing.
Thanks.
All right. Well, my next question for you, questions that I'm going to be asking you. How do you and the rabbit write your songs? They're pretty elaborate.
Well, as our songs are pretty elaborate, the writing process is actually pretty simple. I mean, it comes from the fact that we're best friends. We've known each other for more than 10 years, and we are completely in sync, both emotionally
Great. Yeah.
and mentally. It's so great. I mean, she's great. She's the best. She's like my sister, but more.
Mm-hmm.
So when we sit down together and we start writing, it just happens, and we fill in the parts, and it comes together like a puzzle, where I'll put a piece in, and then she'll put a piece in. Before we know, we have like 3 new songs.
Oh.
And just drinking and smoking helps while we do that.
Yeah.
It really gets the vibes going.
I've heard that is essential for a lot of songwriters.
Rock and roll calls for it, baby.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, my last and final question to wrap this up is what song are you going to be playing for us tonight?
Well, we're going to be doing a song called Over to Jackson, and this song has a very special background. It was written by Rabbit's mom. That's the mother, the mother of the rabbit, and it was taken from her personal experiences in, I think, 1974 or something, where she was on a road trip and she had this beautiful inspirational moment, and she's an amazing artist and poet and songwriter, so it's a pleasure to do this song for her.
And what's it called again?
It's called Over to Jackson.
Wonderful. All right. Well, let's move on towards that.
All right.
And
well,
I
thanks,
just want to say
Professor
thank
Furry
you.
Face.
Thank you so much
Thank
for letting me
you.
be on Porch Sessions tonight.
We'd love to have you back, Professor Furry Face.
Oh, and I would love to be back.
And you will.
All right. Well, this is Professor Furry Face signing out. And shit.
And next up is Alice the Rabbit.
It's a good thing nobody saw my face, huh?
What are you talking about? What? Who?
Over to Jackson.
As the sprays that mist down through the thunder on the lower falls of the Yellowstone, the wind whipped her tears to the slipstream, and the sun took 'em back to the clouds, and the snow fell hard up Wyoming, where a man can see clear to the Tetons. Temptation was on the horizon, and the baby was crying out loud. Well, I think I'll ride over to Jackson, take a road through the Indian land, where there's bungalows of the Shoshone, bloom in the Wind River sand. Elizabeth stirs under blankets, she throws off the Indian wool. Her father's a half-bred Apache, her mother's a wholehearted fool. While he picks up his paycheck in Casper, and he drinks it away in Cheyenne. I work my sorrow in silver at the edge of the Indian land. Well, I think I'll ride over to Jackson, take a road through the Indian land, where the bungalows of the Shoshone bloom in the Wind River sand. Orion knocks over the morning as the sun rises later each day. Loneliness falls like a shadow, and the summer is slipping away. By September, the snow will be flying on the road through the Medicine Bow, and my heart will slowly be dying as the lilies that sleep under snow. Well, I think I'll ride over to Jackson, take the road through the Indian land, where the bungalows of the Shoshone bloom in the Wind River sand. I said I think I'll ride over to Jackson, yeah, take a road through the Indian land, where the bungalows of the Shoshone bloom in the Wind River sand. The Wind River sand.
All right.
Woo!
Woo! Thank you so much for joining us and Professor Furry Face.
Porch sessions number 4.
Porch session is number
Number 4 and going strong, so keep on tuning in for that
on
upbeat,
tuning
hip to
in.
the jive and good stuff from Allison the Rabbit. Yep.
We appreciate you.
As always.
As always.